Welcome to FootballGameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you our Week 2 Women's Football Alliance Wraparound. We're going to take a look at some of the key games this week in the WFA, but first, let's start off with our Game of the Week preview between the Jacksonville Dixie Blues and the Miami Fury. Now let's start off with Jacksonville in this ball game, and the Dixie Blues picked up right where they left off last season by blowing out the Daytona Breakers 62-0 in opening weekend play. And it's no secret why Jacksonville is a successful football team. It's because they execute extremely well. They don't do anything fancy offensively. They line up in your basic I formation, and they're a gap scheme team. And defensively, they beat you with athleticism. They are very strong on the edges and stringing out the outside run, while on the inside, different games and twist up front makes life miserable if you're trying to run downhill. Now this week versus Miami, they'll be tested in the secondary, as the Fury are a team that will try to spread you out defensively. Now let's move over to Miami in this ball game. The Fury themselves are coming off an impressive Week 1 performance with a 56-0 shellacking over the Orlando Anarchy, and Miami's defense is strong at every level. They play a 4-2-5, and up front they do a great job of maintaining gap integrity and not allowing the linemen to climb to the second level, which then helps their linebackers and defensive backs have free reign to the football, and they make a lot of plays at or near the line of scrimmage. Offensively speaking, versus Jacksonville, I say they have to keep it condensed, both in the running game as well as in the passing game. You want to use those rush angles against them with bunch formations and also cluster sets in order to have some success. I like Jacksonville in this ball game, and yes, they were swept by Miami last season in 2 excellent ball games, but this time around I expect the Dixie Blues to 1, protect the football better, and 2, open up their passing game a little bit more to come away victorious. Now let's take a look at some of the key games that are on the Week 2 schedule in the WFA. First off, you have the Indy Crash taking on Chicago. Chicago is quite possibly the best football team in all of women's football. Out west, you have the Tacoma Trauma taking on the Seattle Majestics. The Majestics, in my opinion, are one of the most explosive offenses you'll find playing in the WFA, and the Atlanta Phoenix traveling to Tennessee to take on a Train who had an impressive victory last week, but Atlanta is a very strong club. That should be a great game. And going back out west, you have the San Diego Surge taking on the West Coast Lightning in a battle of unbeaten. Should be a great week of games in the WFA, and to see more games on the Week 2 schedule, visit the website WFAfootball.net.